Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are in the world, and welcome to this weekly leadership call. My name is Magnus, the CMO of PopMax. Today we have an interesting call. First off, of course, we're gonna talk a little bit about the monthly report of June, and today we also have a very special guest. Simon from the CEO from Nivex is here to speak to us. And I also can today reveal where the next event going to be and some qualifications to go there. So I hope you all are listening in. If not, tell everyone to join in because there will be a lot of interesting information here. Now, first, let's go in to talk a little about the monthly report of June that just came out today. All right, so next slide is going to tell you the monthly report of June. Community updates. In June, the PopMax community continued to gain momentum, and PPT performed particularly strongly. PPT 1 surged to 0.41 cent with an overall increase of 270%. That's a 58% rise this month and a 24-hour trading volume exceeding 7 million. And even you and me have seen there on CoinMarketCap, even sometimes it go over 8.5 million turnover as well. So this is actually really strongly proven that we are growing and become stronger and stronger day by day, week by week, and month by month. Not only that, what else that they have also new partnerships in June. Let me see if I can move away this part here. Here we go. All right, PopMax is accelerating the pace of its ecosystem expansion and has made significant breakthroughs in the ecosystem development. In June alone, the project announced 11 partnerships leading the Web3 projects and will carry out in-depth cooperation in the future. Now, 11 leading Web3 projects. All right, which are they? Let's take a look. All right, let's see. The first one is Kanj Network. It's a blazing fast 1.4 million TPS secure and scalable blockchain redefining the app infrastructure. If you're asking me, okay, what are they gonna do? Don't ask me this. I don't know all of this, but this information I can send out to all of the groups and everything, so you will see all this partner announcement and read more about each company. All right, moving on to the next one. Kobo, revolutionizing Web3 gaming and in no-code UGC platform, empowering everyone to create an immersive 3D multiplayer experience with ease. Again, I will refer this to you so you can read up on what Kobo and Kanj is. Besides that, we of course have more. We also have Neuralinker. It's the blockchain native marketplace transforming idle GPU power into a decentralized AI cloud. Sounds very interesting. We also have Pump Up AI. It's the first AI-powered leverage trading and launch platform for meme coins that we also are in partnership with. This, of course, is always good for PopMax and, of course, in the end, PPT. All right, what do we have more? We have SuperX, the world's first Web3 based crypto exchange. It's pioneering an intuitive, decentralized trading experience, empowering billions to enter the Web3 crypto world firsthand. So, of course, we have to partner up with these guys. Another is Agent IKEDEX, is a revolutionary decentralized application that democratizes automated trading through AI-powered agents. Oh yeah, this sounds also very interesting, but we have to read up on each and one ourselves, I will say. So another one is FOMOWell. It's the zero code meme launchpad on ICP backed by Definitive Foundation. Yeah. We also have Euler is an AI-based layer powering real-time AI multi-agent systems that enable self-evolving intelligence. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's good. I have no idea, but it sounds good. And we also have Kairos Collective is an AI DeepIn powered network where the sound soul-bound ring transforms spare computing power into fuel for AI. And we also have Aegis Network, the first AI-powered health data platform from DeepIn. This could be something interesting, of course. Next one, and the last one in this case, is Trustify. It's the first blockchain verified review platform rewarding authentic user feedback. So these 11 Web3 projects have just partnered up with PopMax during the month of June. So you can only imagine what will happen in the future. More and more of these projects will attract to PopMax. Why? Because we are a global movement and we're growing rapidly. And of course, in this report, we'll also see a lot of different talks and articles, and yeah, everywhere they speak about PopMax and Pop Social right now. And that is thanks to all of us here. And this will continue, of course. Moving on, we have always been talking about the ecosystem and the significant importance of the ecosystem to support the growth and everything about Pop Social and PPT, of course. And today we have a special guest on our call, which is talking about Nivex, and that is Simon. Simon is a really, I love him so much because he's a very good energy and he knows how to do this very well. So it's a really pleasure to welcome Simon, the CEO of Nivex. Welcome to the call, Simon.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Let me see, I can close down my sharing. I guess you have some
Yes?
slides.
Oh, okay. Just give me a second, guys. I have a light flashing at my face too much.
That's how it is. You get used it to have flash in your lights.
Yeah, I'm already used to it from the stage, but in the room, I like to feel comfortable when I'm speaking to kind of a big crowd here, right? So we have a quite big crowd here, guys. I don't know how experienced you are. Magnus told me 50-50, so I will start as I like to start actually from the beginning. And some of you might not really know how it all started. Everything started 16 years ago. We are here because one guy, or maybe a group of guys, created something out of frustration, out of anger at traditional financial rails. In 2008, approximately, when the financial system failed, right? The real estate bubble popped, bankers not completely punished for what they did, right? They stole hundreds of billions of dollars from people. And out of this one particular idea was born. And the idea I'm talking about, of course, is Bitcoin. And the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. Until this day, no one knows who is Satoshi Nakamoto. Is it one guy? Maybe a group of guys? Doesn't really matter. But, from my experience, I strongly believe that most of the innovative ideas are always born from anger, frustration, and disappointment from all the traditional systems, whether it's a financial system or maybe any other system. Here we're going to talk about financial system, better financial system, that is Bitcoin. I'll tell you a little bit about myself because I bet there's a lot of people here who never seen me, never heard of me. So my story with crypto and blockchain started approximately 10 years ago, end of 2015, beginning of 2016. And it started a little bit different than most of the stories from the people. These days, 2025, 10 years later, most of the people come to crypto to make money. Everyone thinks crypto is a quick money earner, right? And it sure can be, but not always, right? If you really want to make money fast, it's usually the wrong way to go because if you do something in rush, it's mostly losing game. I see this industry in a long-term perspective. I started out of frustration, in 2015-16, when I started working in a job market, I just couldn't understand why do I have to answer and explain myself to the guys in the bank? You know, some guy sitting behind the desk, and then they are asking me questions about my capital. What am I doing with my money? Why I'm spending my money? Where is my money going from? Where's my money coming from? And I'm like, why do I have to explain myself? I'm a grown-ass man, right? And I manage my own life. I manage my own finances. I don't understand why would I have to explain myself to some guy that doesn't really know more than me. And out of this frustration, I started looking for better financial model, better financial systems. And that's how my story with Bitcoin started, basically. Of course, I found Bitcoin, I found blockchain, and I felt relieved. Finally, I could transact freely. Doesn't matter how much money I wanted to transfer. This didn't matter who did I want to transfer my money to, and it didn't really matter what I was doing with my money, right? No one could stop it, no one could block it. Bitcoin has no borders. You can send it to anyone all over the world in the matter of seconds. That's basically the creation of blockchain. That's why we are all here, because of this beautiful creation. And we are still early here, right? With 2025, some people might see price of a Bitcoin, $100,000, $109,000. And most of the people think, wow, it's so big, it's probably not gonna go any higher. But guys, if you really understand Bitcoin, if you really understand blockchain, $109,000 is just a start. Okay, it's just the beginning of the financial revolution. Mass adoption has not even started. At the moment, we have. Oh, let me share a screen maybe with you. So, I'm visual, for example, so I like to see something in front of me. So I'm gonna share. Magnus, please give me permission to share my screen. Okay. Okay. Yes. So Nivex, of course, but I want to talk about Bitcoin blockchain a little bit more because that's what I'm excited about. Excited about. It's for me. It was never about any of the businesses. It wasn't about Nivex or any other particular project. It was about spreading the idea of blockchain and Bitcoin to the masses. And at the moment, in 2025, we have approximately 10% of the world population in crypto. I would say it's even less because the numbers say that 830 million people joined crypto one way or the other. I'm not sure how many people actually stayed because after seeing what's happening in the industry over the past few years, I noticed that most of the people, especially beginners that come to the market, they come, they join, they buy some meme coin or whatever the case, they get scammed and they leave. And I was just pissed off because that's not the way to show the world that this new financial model has been created for freedom out to basically escape this centralized financial models, banking system, outdated financial rails created by the Rothschilds, right, and controlled all over the world. It was created for us to finally become free. At the moment, I would say we have less than 200 million people transacting in crypto one way or the other. So we are nowhere near mass adoption. Like we are kind of in similar position where internet was during the year 2000. In the year 2000, dot-com bubble crashed. Most of the businesses, 99% of the businesses disappeared. Now, 25 years later, how many businesses survived? 5, 10, Google, Apple, Amazon, all of these giants are still here. And that's where I see Bitcoin at the moment. It's like internet before year 2000. And our job here, our mission, if you believe in Bitcoin, if you understand Bitcoin, is to spread the idea of Bitcoin to the masses. Because we cannot grow globally, we cannot expand globally without educating the masses and bringing them to this new financial model and educating them about this new financial model. It's sure, I understand most of you want to make money. I get that. I was the same. I wanted to make money. 10 years ago, I was still working full-time job. But I just wanted to escape this nonsense centralized financial system. And, there is a very frequent question, basically, in terms of Bitcoin. People are asking what's going to be the price of Bitcoin in a month, in a year, 5 years, 10 years. And my view on Bitcoin is a little bit different. I don't really care where Bitcoin is going to be in the next month, next year, even 5 years. I see this new financial model as a better model. And people may speculate where Bitcoin is going to go. 500K, million, 10 million, maybe more. I see it that Bitcoin has unlimited growth potential. Bitcoin would stop growing only if the banks will stop printing money. Will that ever happen? I don't think so. That's how they control the societies, right? They print money, they print money, they print money. They create inflation, they devalue currencies, and then most of the people work for this paper. With Bitcoin situation is completely different. Only 21 million Bitcoin, hard supply. If they print more money, Bitcoin goes up. So I strongly believe that Bitcoin will be worth $1 million, $10 million, and even $100 million in a long-term perspective. Maybe it will be during our lifetime, maybe not. Well, that's another topic. I believe we're gonna live very long lives because of AI, because of the progress of the medicine, but that's for another Zoom maybe. And then, after being 10 years in industry, I started this industry not simply by just investing in Bitcoin, because when you work full-time job, you don't make that much money, right? I was making maybe $1,500 per month, maybe $2,000 per month when I started working. So I could only afford to invest a few $100 every single month, right? So I understood that I have to create value in this new financial model, blockchain, right? And I started by raising funds for crypto projects, by building communities, by providing marketing. For the past 8 years, 10 years now, but 2 years ago a little bit changed. But for the past 10 years, I was raising capital, right, for crypto businesses and building communities. And again, approximately 2 years ago, frustration again, disappointment, anger. I have provided marketing for hundreds of different companies. I have a marketing company here in Dubai for many, many years. And I got disappointed because in crypto, most of the businesses, they come and go, they come and go, they come and they just disappear. Most of the businesses go maximum through one cycle, which is 4-year cycle, right? So I was like, okay, what can we do? What can we build for decades? Not only for a few months, not only for a few years, but decades, because that's the only way to onboard the remaining 90% or 95% of the world population. And that's where idea of Nivex came in. I sat down, completely doing nothing, not promoting anything. I was just disappointed with this marketing and providing my services to other companies that cannot keep their promises. Most of the crypto companies, they promise something, they promise, and then boom, all of a sudden they're gone because of many different issues. And I sat down, what were two businesses that were the most sustainable in a crypto industry. I analyzed the market and they were two. Stablecoins, I was like, a little bit hesitant because once you become money printer, and that's what basically what stablecoins are, I think I would be, how to put it in light words, I would be killed basically by the people in power. I'm not that of a powerful person in the world scene. So I think if you become a money printer, someone stronger would basically get rid of you. So definitely not stable coins. And another businesses that were super sustainable, exchanges. We have already proven business model, already running for many, many years. Binance, Bybit, KuCoin, Huobi, many years already in existence because the model is already proven. The model is here to stay. It's sustainable. And now, with my experience, I was like, what can I do while building exchange and also provide services for the people that I have been building with for the past 10 years? Because statistics shows that 85% of people in financial markets, whether it's crypto, forex, stocks, doesn't really matter. 85% of people are not traders. Most of them, they just don't know how to trade. And based on my experience, even out of this 15% of people who know how to trade, there is maybe 10% of people that actually are profitable in the long run. Very hard to find good traders that will be consistent and sustainable for a longer period of time. And I wanted to provide services inside the exchange for all kinds of people. If you are a beginner, no experience, no problem in Nivex. In Nivex, we try to combine two industries. Over the past 2 years, one particular industry is becoming very popular. And this industry will take over the most of the world. Within the next 10 to 20 years, most of the jobs will disappear, we will get replaced. And of course, I'm talking about AI, right? It's already happening. Online, 50% of the jobs were already cut because of all of these AI softwares. And now I was like, how can we combine crypto? Because of course I don't want to get out of crypto, never wanted to, never will, because it's a new financial model. It's gonna replace all of this outdated banking system. And how could we combine the two? So first thing, AI could do basically trading bots, trading agents. We have hired the AI company to create multiple different AI strategies within the Nivex ecosystem. If you use Nivex, you can get in, you can pick AI strategies. They are ranging from 30% per year if you are conservative, maybe 150% per year if you like medium risk, or if you are a gambler like myself sometimes, you can use strategies that are even generating 3,600% per year. Of course, I would never recommend that to anyone who has a low risk profile because anything that has a too big of a percentage and ROI yearly is not really sustainable. Sure, it can go for short period of time, but at some point market condition will change and most of the strategies will die. So I'm more of a conservative guy. I like to go more of a stable way. Let's say 150% per year is still reasonable. And I would go for something like this, but it's completely up to anyone who's using Nivex. You can go for 30% per year, you can go for 50, 80. We have 69 of these strategies for different risk profiles of people. And AI strategies is just one product in Nivex. Of course, it's a new product, super innovative. It's still growing. We don't know everything about AI, and frankly speaking, we don't know most about AI. Today, I was reading article from Sam Altman, the creator of ChatGPT, and he said himself in one of the podcasts that he's surprised that so many people trust this AI so much, because I experience even chatting with some of these AIs that they give you false information. They are delusional sometimes, so we shouldn't trust anything 100%. And especially in financial markets, if something involves money, something involves investment, it's risky. Of course, you have to accept it, right? If you put money somewhere, you have to be prepared that you may lose it all, right? So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't go for any crazy ROI yearly. I would go for a conservative route because it's a more of a long-term and sustainable route. That's why 69 AI strategies. Now, for those of you who are experienced one, this slide, some of you might be asking, yeah, but we don't know you. We don't know Nivex. And I get that, right? So my job and my people, my employees, is to basically show you the transparency, show you what we do, and try to build trust in your eyes. And by trust, I mean making sure that your funds in Nivex are always safe. That's why we implemented multi-layered security controls. First one is 95% of all of the funds of users in Nivex are always in a cold storage. So even in the worst case scenario, some hackers, North Korean hackers, are getting into the system, they can take maximum 1 to maybe 3% of the capital, which is not that much because even out of this 5% that we have, it's always spread across multiple different wallets. So that makes sure that we will never get extracted. And especially recently, a few months ago, we had a very good example of Bybit, second biggest exchange on the market. You would think they're supposed to be safe. They're supposed to be secure, right? And then somehow $1.4 billion hack. How did it happen? Well, I already know. I talk with executives of Bybit. I talk with CEO of BitGet. I talk with a lot of people from all of these biggest exchanges. to learn from them, to extract lessons. What did they do wrong? And so we don't have to repeat it in Nivex. And one point of failure in Bybit was that they reveal all of their employees to the public, and if there is a lot of people revealed to the public that have access to the backend of the system, there is way too many points of failure. So lesson learned, we're not gonna do that. We only show people that are necessary to be there, right? Like myself, I'm a CEO of Nivex, and some of my people that you can meet at the events of Nivex. And then we implemented, of course, real-time risk controls. We always monitor withdrawals that are above certain amount, end-to-end encryption, something like protection of your data. When you talk on WhatsApp, when you talk on Telegram and any other communicator, there is always end-to-end encryption. So your data is not leaked to some bad actors that are trying to use it in a bad way, okay? Matching engine performance, this one is already inaccurate. We increased it to 6 million transactions per second. Of course, people love speed, especially in crypto, especially in blockchain. Everyone wants everything fast, right? So in Nivex, everything goes really fast. Transactions are super fast. In case of an exploit, like I mentioned, I'm not delusional. We do everything to protect user funds, but even if the exploit happens, this 1%, 2%, or 3% of the funds get hacked, hopefully not, right? But we already implemented disaster recovery plan. We have stored the key shards, which is basically ledgers, online cold wallets, hard wallets, in a places to be easily available for us within the 12 hours, so we can, bring back all of the lost funds in the worst case scenario. I'm not saying the worst case scenario will happen, but we have to be ready for anything. Also, the last one, AI monitoring and IP protections. That one is really important. That's why I'm saying mostly we won't experience anything like Bybit experience, because most of our system is AI, IP protected. Even as a CEO, when I travel, when I'm not in my place, in my office, I cannot access the backend. I cannot access the fund, because backend is always connected to my IP. So if someone out of the other country or different place wants to access our backend, it's impossible. We prevent situations like that to happen. That's how we build trust. Of course, trust is built over time. We're just gonna show it, right? Next, few different strategies. At this slide, it's not ready yet, but 69 strategies I already mentioned. Another very popular product in our exchange is a copy trading. We already have very popular businesses in the Forex market, like RoboForex, eToro. That's the biggest ones I know. And in Forex, you can basically plug to some of these platforms. You can find the trader that you want to copy, because you are not a trader. You want to find someone more professional. And that's what we implemented in Nivex as well. We have a copy trading product where you can basically you can plug into any of the traders. We, at the moment, have 3 institutional traders that we have verified for the past 10, 11 months. They are very sustainable. Of course, no one can guarantee future profits, but so far they were generating approximately 10% per month, which I believe is sustainable for the longer period of time. But that's just one of the services that we as Nivex provide. I'm not saying any one of you have to use any of these particular products. We also have a platform for you, users. Maybe some of you are traders. You can apply in Nivex to get listed as a trader, and your people can copy your trades, right? If you are not a trader yourself. Of course, for me as a CEO and founder of this exchange, the best customer avatar would be trader. Come to the platform, trade yourself. Whatever you do, it's yours, right? We're gonna reward you with good benefits if you come to trade with us, generate good transaction volume. Also, I know PopMax is a community building project, right? You are here to build a community, and we understand it in Nivex. I come from the similar industry, and we provide multiple different strategies for you to get rewarded for building team. First of all, rewards. We gonna create multiple different bonuses, multiple different campaigns for you to be able to onboard more people by gifting maybe trading money, by rewarding you in many different ways for trading on our exchange, bringing capital. We will create some competitions. As you can see, the better the trader, the better the reward. And of course, we have loyalty and referral program. So most of the people think that exchanges always have only this affiliate level referral, right? And that's kind of true for the clients, right? If you're a client, you can come, you can get 20, 25% if you sponsor some of your people into the affiliate as a one level. In Nivex, we also provide services for the people who are more of an experience builders, maybe KOLs, maybe influencers, maybe builders, leaders like Magnus and some of you here, right? We have that kind of structure in place. It's not as public as in some of the crypto businesses because of course Nivex is a regulated business. We already have license in the United States, we have license in Canada, we have registration in Singapore. We applied already for a license in Dubai, which is VARA license, that's where I am. And then we applied for license in Australia. Other countries will follow. US is always the toughest. And once US was done for us, we know that the rest of the countries is just a matter of time, right? Fully licensed, fully regulated. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to stress that you are promoting something that might be not according to law in your country. I would love to get licensed and regulated in Europe. That's where I'm from. I was born in Poland. But at the moment, they are killing themselves. You know, Europe is getting destroyed from within because of the regulations, because of the MiCA regulations. I know that there's some new progress and development that came into place that futures finally will be possible in Europe and we will be able to get regulated. So that will come too. Of course, first of all, I want to see how this progress goes, and then if regulations are crypto friendly, like in US, for example, of course, we will go there, we'll get license and we will let you trade without worries. We will let you promote without worries. So you don't have to be stressed about any particular stuff if it comes to your country. Now, this one, for some of you, well, maybe I'll skip it, okay, because I know this is Magnus's team and some of you, so I don't want any of you to just sign up through my link to the exchange. I'm sure Magnus will share with you if you want to join us, if you want to test some of the products, if you want to try any of the AI strategies, maybe copy trading strategies, maybe you want to become a trader yourself, you can do so. This product that I just mentioned, these are just like 2 or 3 products in our ecosystem. But in reality, there is approximately 15 or 20 of them. We will have like Nivex card, some loan program, some rewards program, like a gifting program, multiple different features, multiple different services. Me as a CEO, tech CEO at the moment, I can only make sure that I provide good software, I provide good platform for you. So when you come, you can enjoy multiple different product services. Maybe you are a trader, that's great, you can trade. But if you are not a trader, you can market, you can build teams. We also offer services for you and your people. So when you come, transactions happen because, in a exchange model or banking system, for example, the profits for exchange and for the people promoting the exchange are always made on transaction fees. We don't take money from deposits. It's not a staking program. It's not some, MLM or maybe even some liquidity provider on DEX. It's always made. If you guys do transactions, we make profits and we share these profits with people who help us promote Nivex. If anyone would like to find me, you can always find me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm verified there. Be careful. There is tens or even hundreds of different fake profiles of me. Over the past years, they pop like mushrooms after rain. So always go through verified profile. I'm verified on Twitter if you want to find me. I started building recently. I kind of accepted that I will have to become public person, right? I never wanted to. I always lived in this Web3 bubble. I just wanted to be rich, never famous. I always believed that having money without everyone knowing you is way better. You can live your freedom. But no one could build business for me that I could be proud of. Most of the businesses, like I mentioned, they came and gone. They came and left. They came and left. Here, I'm happy to build something for not only a year, not only 2 years, for decades. I don't plan to change this business until I die, most likely, and then find other CEO to take over and lead the company for even a longer period of time. As I mentioned, sustainable model that I can be proud of. I can promote, I can present, I can show myself on stages at the events and online without any worries from the regulators, from the governments, and all of these people that are trying to come after us for doing something that they don't agree with. That's another topic. I already was actually on stage. We already presented together with Magnus. Magnus took a little bit of my presentation recently in Korea. Fortunately, not too much. But yes, we already met with Magnus many times. We know each other quite a long period of time because of the cooperation between Pop Social, Pop Max with Nivex. And I hope, guys, you will feel motivated and inclined to join us and use Nivex instead of any other exchanges like Binance, Bybit. Of course, they are great, but they are already populated and they cannot implement as many things as we can because the capital they are dealing with is way bigger. It's always easier to deal with a smaller capital and grow it organically, test out different AI strategies, test out different copy traders. Trading with $1 million is completely different than trading with $1 billion, like on Binance or Bybit, right? So thank you again for inviting me here. It's great to see such a crowd here. I see a lot of people on this Zoom. So thank you, Magnus. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me. And I'll hope to see you soon, maybe on some PopMax event, maybe on Nivex event. Thank you very much. See you later.
Thank you, Simon, for the introduction of Nivex. And this is just the beginning. As you said, we're gonna have a lot more to show for very soon regarding Nivex. And just going back to the slides we have left. Okay, going the right way. There we go. As you all know, there is another PopMax summit coming up here in Q3, which will be Bali, Indonesia. And yeah, we still are a minority in the Western speaking world, so we have to adjust to where the majority of. By the way, I just heard a number which was very interesting. We are around 60,000 members at the moment in PopMax, and the English speaking market stands only for 7% so far. But we will grow and become bigger and have more saying because, like I said, Bali is far away, but it's very beautiful there. And in order for you to be able to participate in this event, as there are only, again, 800 spots. Okay, let me take this away again. There we go. So the participation criteria is during July 1st to August 15. And in this case, so there's too many people. They have said individual staking and accumulate a staking amount of $30,000 with a lockup period of 180 to 360 days. Then you can secure your summit slot. But of course, number two is you can also have what they call small team performance, meaning, for example, maybe you have one giant leg and then you have a smaller leg, and they want you to have the smaller leg to reach $150,000 volume during this date of July 1st to August 15. Then you're also securing your slot for this event. They've been doing this event a little bit different this time. And there will be, of course, different exclusive perks. The premium Bali vacation experience, of course. High standard hotel accommodation throughout the whole event. Exclusive summit and gala dinner tickets. On-site luxury prices. And everyone will get a special mystery gift pack in PPT. And then also custom designed souvenirs for all this. Now this time, because last time they all bought the air tickets for everyone, it was a lot of, yeah, let's say it was nicely done, but it was also very hard for a lot of people got long layovers and so on. So this time they will not do that. Instead, the mystery gift will probably cover all the airfare. and more, as I understood. So this is the latest information on Bali, and this just came out today. So this is also just new for everyone here to see and understand. But once you qualify, you take a screenshot and you send in to the official team. You can send to me and I can forward it, of course, to the team and so on and so on. So just so you know, this is in Q3, which I believe will be 1st of September. So this is the date we're talking about. And then, yeah, Bali is always nice. So if we have possibility, then we should definitely go there. But we're also looking forward to do more maybe local events for each market. We are looking into different things. I know there's a lot of people have looked into that as well. I know there's one group of people doing Cancun, and there's another people to the Scandinavian events and so on. So everything is possible, and most important is that everyone get the right information, because this company goes from clarity to clarity and we're moving fast forward. So with this, I will say thank you everyone for joining in this week. Next Sunday we have another call, and to see if I have any guest speaker or I'm doing it myself. So thank you everyone for joining this week. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. See you. Bye bye.